Why do you think it's important for people to have morals?
Morals? I guess it's kind of just like, do we think happiness is good? Is happiness desirable?
Hmm.
And if it is desirable, if we assume that's true, then it just makes mathematical sense that we should try to make everyone as happy as possible. The utilitarian framework, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Otherwise, I just think it's. I think society can only evolve if we focus on like moral truths, right? Like, okay, we should do this, we have to do this, right? If we don't have to
Mm-hmm.
do anything, then we don't do anything, and nothing happens, right?
Right. Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
don't know if we could say like is bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to like argue like, oh, that's bad when you don't really have like a absolute objective framework. But if we are to assume that like we want to be happy, then we must work for that goal to become happy one day, right?
Right. Yeah. So do you think, like, in your opinion, do you think we need to enhance like people's mindset to become more moral, or be at least become more
Yeah.
aware of it, or should we just let nature take its course?
I think if nature takes its course, I think we're going to see the end of this like world. As pessimistic
Right.
as that
Right.
is, I just
Right.
don't think. I think so. Like nuclear weapons, I don't think is what's going to end us, right? Because I think we all have like we see this with like the Russian, right, who like
Mm-hmm.
refused to launch nuclear weapons at America, right? Like despite all the evidence that there was nuclear weapons going to Russia, he still said, "No, I'm not going to do that." I
Mm-hmm.
think at our core, we're still going to be like, it doesn't matter if our society dies off, we're going to let other societies live on. What I do think a concern is bioweapons, because I
Mm-hmm.
think bioweapons is like uh, this sounds conspiracy theorist. I'm not drawing a parallel, but like look at like COVID-19, right?
Mm-hmm.
If like obviously we can't control pathogens, right? And
Right.
so if we make genetically modified pathogens that are like not like antibiotics resistant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, then we have bacteria that is incredibly dangerous to humanity and we can't control, right? Nuclear weapons we can't control. We press
Right.
buttons, they launch. It's that simple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bioweapons are a creature. They're its own like being. And so how do we control that? And I think humans are so dumb sometimes that I think they can't control it, right? Well, we
Mm-hmm.
can, genetically modify them so we are in power, but that just won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I think is inevitable is there's going to be a chemical leak, um, and there's going to be a bioweapons leak, or just on the battlefield, there's going to be one that's released, and it's just going to need to either kill off humanity or really bring it down, right?
Right.
Dwindle down the population severely, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And I mean, I feel like a part of it too is like just the ego, I have money,
yep.
power, connections, I could do what I want. Who are you?
Right,
So,
exactly. And the other thing is like I have to keep this, right? Like I have to keep my money, I have to keep my power, and so I have to keep on doing some more insane unethical things to do that. It's like, well, you
mhm.
ban bioweapons. Well, I guess I'll just that's the leg up I need, right, to keep my power. I can still
Mhm.
just make bioweapons. It's like, no, we banned them for a reason, you don't understand. But
Right. Mhm. Definitely.